So welcome back, everyone. I'm sitting here with a guest. It wasn't originally this whole show today. I'm just going to talk.
Yeah, go for it. Go
Got
for
messed up. I would like to say something else, but I have to say messed up.
it. Should I say it
But
for
no, because
They're gonna kick me right off. aren't they?
yeah, they charge you.
Oh, do they?
FCC rules.
Oh, I thought I have to put a quarter in a. Oh,
It's
10,000.
at least 10 grand.
Well, see, and I thought it might be just a quarter in the jar,
No. Per
Oh,
word.
10,000.
Per
Okay,
letter
here
of
we
each
go.
word.
I'm ready.
Anyway, the reason why I'm sitting here right now and I'm talking to Alexandra Seals, and she's the owner of King's World of Marble. And I had somebody who is a no-show, and
Yeah.
so I called my nice friend Alexandra and I said, hey, you want to come in and shoot? You know, let's just talk a little bit and have fun.
And I was lucky today because I just dropped my hubby off from the airport because
Yeah.
he's going on vacation.
Yeah.
And, wifey has to stay home. And
Somebody has to do the work.
Yeah, somebody has to do the work. I'm Bob
Right?
the Builder anyway, so, do the work. And so, so I was half dressed anyway.
Yes,
So you were
halfway.
lucky.
And
Halfway.
I was gonna have us on at 1, but I put it on because you said, well, I need a little time, Carol. And I'm like, no problem.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here, number one, for me.
You're welcome.
And number two, I want us first of all do this. The word on the street is that King's World of Marble. If no one can fix it, if someone can't, if King's World of Marble can't fix it, nobody can.
Now you
Now,
got it.
tell everybody why that's the case.
Well, there's a couple of things, okay? First of all, we've been in business for a long, long, long time, okay? So, not just in Phoenix here, but like Seamus, for instance, he's been doing it all his life and he is in his 60s now. And so, experience is number one. And number two, we all are European trained. And when you European trained, and I just was back last year again for 2 months in Germany, and it's like the work ethics is so different. Like I said, you can't call yourself a baker just because you baked for 6 months and then you're a baker or you're a mechanic and you work for somebody for 6 months and now you're a mechanic. There's 4 years of training minimum.
Yeah.
Okay? And so in the stone business, for instance, Seamus trained in Ireland, he trained in Australia, London,
Wow.
and then he came over here. So he is an expert now in that, and we get trained.
Oh
on
gosh,
that.
let me tell you,
So-
the whole family is an expert in
In the stone end of it.
in the stone end of the fixing of it. We want to talk about that in a minute. I do have to thank someone else too today. I want to say, just in case
Okay.
he's listening, because he should know that I'm also grateful for Doc, who took the first spot too. So thank you, Doc, too. I just
Doc is
want-
always good. I
Yeah,
like
he's
him.
a nice guy.
Yeah.
So I want to go back to when we say fix, because and this is another thing when we talk about stone, and I'm not doing what you think, because but one thing that as I got to know you more, that it's not just countertops,
Yeah.
that it is so much more. So listen up, everyone, because I want you to explain that what else can be done besides your marble, and so many of homes have them now.
Well, it's not just marble, but any natural stone.
Okay.
So that can be anything from flagstone to travertines to sandstones to anything, granites or quartzites, or the list is long. And so you have it on countertops, you have it on flooring, you have it on the walls, you have art pieces, you have all kinds of different things. And so we used to do fabrication, so that's when we walk in somewhere, we always understand why something could break, because sometimes if the underneath is compromised, that can be the cause of it. So we have the win-win. Okay, so we have that experience, and then we have the stone experience. And so we do restoration, repairs, and nothing is too big and nothing is too small. So it could be a small nick, and we come and fix that, or it can be a full crack goes through the whole island, and we have to take it apart, put it back together, and then afterwards, majority of the time, you will never see that it was fixed.
And also, not just your countertops, but also when you said mentioned artwork. People have their statues or things like that, and they get cracked.
Or bases for statues.
Oh,
That's
the
another
bases.
thing. Yeah, so you have bases for statues, you have actually statues.
So they don't have to
and-
look ugly.
No.
They could look beautiful again.
Make them like
You make them like new.
But I can make them look ugly too if you want me to.
Yeah.
Like used, like old.
Is
or
that, some people
antique.
want that.
Well, sometimes when you restore, you gotta be very cautious. If you restore an art piece, that you don't wanna make it all brand new again. You need to make it look that it
This is, look at, this is
Yeah.
why you want somebody like King's World of Marble to do your, any kind of, would you call it, you don't call it restoration, do you?
We do call it restoration, repair, maintenance. So
Uh-huh.
there's like maintenance for instance, you have a countertop, okay? And people forget that if you do have a countertop and it's natural stone, hello, you have to maintain it. Meaning you have to seal it, you have to clean it, and you know, if you think about it, if there's no seal on it, and let's say for instance you put something on your countertop, and I always says the best test for it is put a little bit of water on it. If you see it curl up, you're good to go. If it goes and it just little by little disappears, guess what, where it goes. So everything else you put on the countertop will go inside.
Yeah, can you imagine when you're using oils, I mean, all that kind of stuff that
Well,
you're
not just
doing?
oils, but think about it when people prepare food, okay? So if you cut up a chicken or raw stuff, and some of the juices, it will go in, okay? Because if you don't seal it, guess where it's gonna go? And most people wipe, it's not good enough, okay,
Right.
to really sterilize your countertops. So if you seal it and keep it sealed, there you go. Bathrooms is another one, like your showers. So you have all that soap scum and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Well, we come in, we reseal it, and guess what happens? The water just runs. It just
But
runs
what's
out.
really nice too, it's a lot less money,
That's
right?
true. Oh,
Than
yeah.
so, and to have them come in, I'm telling you right now, these are the people that you wanna call. And they are not only you are statewide, you're licensed, bonded, and insured. And you're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, but also you want people to know 5-star rated everywhere. They don't just do, you do commercial, you do residential.
That's correct.
And when I say commercial, let me tell you, tell them some of the big jobs.
Well, the big jobs are what we actually did. We actually did the fabrication part and the installation. It's like, for instance, downtown Phoenix Hyatt.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's one of them. So if you go into the Hyatt,
That's your work.
Yeah, you see our work. I mean, the big curve, what's right by that elevator, we did that.
Wow.
Everything that goes up and down, when you go to stairways, we did all that.
You think it's easy to do all this stuff. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, it's not. It's not.
No.
No, they don't realize what really goes
Yeah.
into all
And I
that.
tell you one thing, I like it better now than when we did the fabrication. The stress, when you stress out, make sure all the pieces fit and everything is good enough or whatever. Now it's like, now I make people totally happy.
Right.
Because we now
And
are the
excited.
fixers.
The other thing that they do, let's say if you're listening, you're a real estate agent, or if you know somebody that's just bought a home, you want to buy them maybe a little housewarming gift. You have a wonderful program. You do gift certificates. Tell everybody about that real quick.
Well, for me, being a realtor for 17 years, so I do know what people need. If you have a listing, we can come in, we can inspect prior to see if everything is okay and so on. If everything is fine, we spruce it up, we make it look beautiful again and brand new, by the way. And so that's one thing. If you have if you're the buyer's agents, we come in and we then give you a gift certificate.
They're the perfect people to call,
Yeah.
and I think it's a great gift to give somebody, especially at closing.
Right,
You
a
know,
closing
what a
gift.
wonderful gift. And you think it's not, they'll love you for it. And a little bottle of wine.
Yeah, forget that bottle of wine.
Well, I like it to go along with it, what the heck. Another, go to get $2 Chuck, right? So if King's World of Marble can't fix it, nobody
Nobody can.
can. You can check them out on their website. It's kingsworldofmarble.org. You can also go to Facebook. They have lots of pictures there at King's World of Marble Maintenance. Again, A+ rated everywhere, 5-star rated everywhere. They have been doing this since 1995.
In Phoenix.
In Phoenix. And they are European trained. That is what makes them different. They're both residential and commercial. These are the people to call. The phone number is, what's your phone number? Where is it?
602.
602. I was trying to find it on my paperwork. 602-451-2689. Check them out, and we're going to hang tight and call back when we come back. Call back?
Are you gonna call back? You're gonna call me?
I'm so glad it's you. I'm so glad it's you. I off the wagon, 1 week. No wonder I don't ever take any time off. Oh my God. Luckily, well, we're alive.
And you know, on the,
There's nothing like a nice bullnose special coming out for those coupons.
that's right.
Yeah, exactly. And then nothing beats Sealer for cracked marble because cracked marble's up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Ta-da! You guys are having a blast. This is awesome.
We do.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
We're gonna talk about cracked marble.
Let's talk about people's cracks.
Oh, the cracks. Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's what we're gonna do.
We fix the cracks. My stoners come and fix your cracks.
That's perfect.
Oh, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy week. I mean,
It's just been crazy. It just seems like, all right, look, it's the 8th of July.
yeah.
It's not like the 4th or the 3rd.
Yeah.
It's the 8th. And before we know it, it's gonna be over and we're gonna be looking
I'm
at
being
August,
pulled
September.
in so many different directions where it's finally, it's, oh my God, the life on the air.
I don't know about Facebook.
Yeah, I know, because last time I'm like, maybe I don't say that right now.
But that is with everybody, and that's why the time, I mean, look at how fast this last week
Yeah.
just went.
Oh, I know, the time is just, I need double the amount of time. Then by 6 o'clock, I mean, I go like an energized bunny all day long, and then 6 o'clock comes around and I'm like,
Yeah, I can't do anymore.
8 o'clock, I'm in
Right.
bed.
And if it's hot,
Yeah,
oh my God, it's even worse. It's
Yeah.
even worse.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
116.
Oh my God.
And so Seamus is going into 55-degree weather,
God.
67, 68.
So he didn't land yet, right?
No, he just left at 9-something this morning, so he's by 3 o'clock he's in Chicago. So he's flying over Chicago. He does always the stupid ways.
Well, but he has to stop in Chicago
He
first.
stops in Chicago and he has an hour layover.
I once had to do a stopover in Chicago,
Yeah.
and it was pouring rain. We got stuck in there for
Oh, I
overnight.
believe that.
Yeah, because the way that it's built is sort of like
Mhm.
that, and it was flooded in.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Well, he's
Ever
he's
since
good
then,
on
I
that, and not just that, but they took off on time, so he actually is gonna get probably an extra 15 minutes, but he's flying with the same airline, so he's not
Does
switching
he have
airlines.
both his mom and dad live
Mhm.
still? Yeah, you said, I think.
And
I
see,
remember
that's
you
why
saying.
the reason, that's why the reason I send him earlier.
So welcome back, everyone, and we've been talking, I had no idea, I love it when some of my board operator, he comes in and kind of talks to us a little bit during the break, and he mentioned that, and I've got to be very careful, so I'm not going to say the word that he said, but he said,
I can say it.
no, don't say it, it's
I'm
mine.
kidding.
I get nervous.
I love that panic attack from
Yeah.
both of you.
Oh, yeah, no, well, we do have the button now, we have the big button.
Yeah.
That marble is a you know what I'm talking?
A crack marble.
Black, I'm so glad you said
Cracked,
that, because
not black, cracked.
cracked marble.
Cracked.
Oh, and you said at the break that you're gonna bring your stoners to
I
fix
said-
it.
Yeah. So don't worry about it. My stoners will come and fix your cracks.
Yeah, that's right,
There you
and
go.
let me tell you something, folks, your cracks are not pretty.
No.
And
And they can get really ugly too.
They can get really bad.
Especially when the moisture hits into it.
Oh, boy. See, now, let me tell you why I have her on my show. I just absolutely love her.
But it's true. I mean, get your head out the gutter, okay?
Yeah.
I seen him up there, so
Yeah.
stop it. But anyway, don't make me laugh. And so what happens is like was sink frames.
Right.
Okay, especially, and we have a lot of cracks by the sink section. And it actually happened because in the older days, we put rods in. And so if you have just a pinhole somewhere and the water seeps underneath, well, it goes into your stone underneath, goes into the wood part, and it actually rusts out your rods.
Wow.
And so when that happens, your granite will crack.
And you
So-
won't really, you can see a crack,
Oh yeah, big cracks.
right?
I should bring pictures in one time, because some
Yeah.
of the cracks are just horrific, and so we have to take pieces, comes out by pieces.
Okay.
So then we take the rod out, and then we puzzle it all back together, and then you put it back in, and most people can't even tell the difference.
And so here's the thing, when you have something like this done, you can say, well, I can call anyone. No. You
can. Of course you can
don't
call
want
anyone.
to, because you are people that have been trained in this. The experience of this is incredible. And if you're going to do something you have this beautiful piece of either stone, marble, whatever it is, you might as well do it right the first time, right?
You would think so.
You would want to, and you want to put the money into it,
But
because believe me, it's worth
You know what,
everything.
Carol, you'd be surprised how many penny wise and pound foolish people there are.
Yeah.
Really, and it's sad, because there's times we go in, we give them a price, and yes, we're a little bit more expensive than other companies, and there's the reason for it, because we earned that portion, because when we do it right from the get-go.
Mhm.
And so people then go, I have somebody else who does it a little bit cheaper. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
good luck, and there you go. And then when we come back in again, because it wasn't done correctly, and you look at it and you're going, this is hodgepodge,
Mhm.
okay? And then it's gonna cost you more, because now we have to fix.
The fix on top of the fix.
Yeah, top of the fix.
So the other thing that you can do for people that are listening, maybe you've had some work done recently and it's in the middle of the job and you haven't yet written out the check for it, that is something else that you can come in and you can
Yes.
help them and make sure that the job is being done correctly. And if it isn't, you can tell them
Right.
what to look for, what to make sure gets done before now they write the final check.
Well, that's for when you're doing a fabrication and you have a new install, and a lot of times people don't know. And I mean, like I said, we train so well. I can come into a kitchen and, some people do, oh, it's so pretty on top. I never do the top thing. I go underneath immediately. And so within seconds, I can tell you if your overhang is wrong or not. And sometimes people don't realize it either. If your overhang is a little bit off, well, here you have a drawer. You pull that out.
And they're all off.
Yeah, and
They
they're
are
all
all
off.
off.
Okay, or when your backsplash is put on and you look at it, and sometimes I see it, and my husband always goes, just sip it, because I can't.
Oh,
okay?
so you can see
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm the one, like, you give me a truth pill everywhere, and somebody asks me, what do you think? And I tell you what I think, and I'm
Mhm.
like, you got cheated, okay?
Mhm.
Why are the veins going this way and this going over this way? It's not correct.
Mhm.
And so, yes, we come in prior to, we do a full inspection, which really is not a lot. It's, a lot of times it costs you about $175, but you can save yourself thousands.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's not correct, we can come in and get it correct.
And the phone number to call is 602-451-2689. They have been doing this in Phoenix since 1995. And let me tell you something, they are European trained. That is what makes them different right there. The experience that they have, that they give you, and they're going to do the job right the first time. That's the main thing too. You don't have to keep on going back. And you know what you don't know, you don't know. Most people don't know the difference. And they're 5-star rated everywhere. You will know why when you talk to them. Again, that phone number is 602-451-2689. Licensed, bonded, and insured. They do free in-home, both residential and commercial. You do free estimates as well.
That's
Check them out on the website. It's kingsworldofmarble.org. You can also go to Facebook, which is King's World of Marble Maintenance, and you can see a lot of the pictures that we've been talking about here, right there. Also, we've talked about this, and we probably should bring it up every show, which is about people's sinks. Because everybody wants the deep sink now,
Right.
and you think that you could just buy whichever, and sometimes that's not so good.
No, because the size, I mean, I can make the.
Size is everything.
Size is everything, trust me. I can make the.
board
I can
operator
make that
is
hole
laughing.
larger,
Us
but
old
I
ladies
cannot
talking
make it
this way.
smaller, okay?
Yeah.
So you gotta give me something to work with so I can make it fit.
Right.
So.
And there you go. So he's just laughing away here.
I
And you know,
it's
so are
very
we. We're having fun. But the fact is that what we're talking about is something for other people could be very serious. And when
Well,
you're
just-
dealing with cracks.
But
It's
you
not fun.
can call us before, and so again, it's a free estimation. So we can come out, we can measure, we can go through. Sometimes I ask them, I go, why don't you just order a template in from it? We'll put it up there, make sure it fits, and then we'll make it fit.
Yeah.
And not just that, because if there's any cutting to do, we tent it up, so you have no mess in your house. So
Right.
we actually sometimes leave it cleaner than what we got.
And here's the thing about do-it-yourselfers.
Oh.
When you have a do-it-yourselfer, you know, I applaud you guys, but it's the one thing you don't have is the right tools. Most of the time, it's the right tools. You don't really know what you're doing. You go in there and, everybody just looks on YouTube.
Oh.
And they'll get how to do it right there.
Well, I'm bad about that too. I'm a YouTuber in how to do it. But trust me in one thing, I have learned one thing. I look at it and then I'm like, well, I better get somebody in.
Yeah.
But some people can say and go like, well, this is just a crack, I can just fix that.
Right. And if you do, you end up getting it fixed again anyway.
Oh, yeah. And sometimes it's just a temporary fix. It works too.
Yeah. So, when people are listening to this right now, and you've got obviously your kitchen, is that you?
Yeah.
Hopefully that's somebody that just heard you.
Oh, well, maybe the nice way.
Yeah.
Whoever called, and if you do hear me, just go in the voicemail. I really return.
Yeah, she will return it. She's on the air live right now. And I was going to ask you about with people that they're listening here. When somebody has the work done, do you always find, like, let's say they go in and you do the kitchen first, right? And then they go, oh my God, that looks so nice. And they ask you, or they find more in the bathrooms or what have you.
It's actually almost, and there's not just one thing, but when we come in somewhere and let's say just for a crack repair, then we give them a sample of what the countertop should look like. And so we give them a small sample and then they touch it and they go, oh my God, it's
What a
so
difference.
soft, it's so shiny, it looks like brand new, and guess what we're gonna do? Now we do the whole thing.
And if you have a home that you're selling and you want to make it look, oh my God, my board operator just knows. Luckily, it's her. He's putting up pictures for anyone that's
It looked
just.
like a sperm with eyes.
What was it?
Oh, oh my
it's Homer
God.
Simpson's
It's
butt.
crack.
He's cracked and he's got a smile. He's definitely
He
sad.
got eyes on it, on his crack.
Okay, now my board operator's getting involved on these. I have to. I don't know what should I do now. So what I was going to ask. Well, we had asked that if somebody was going to come in and they find out, okay, now I need to have this done or another
Right.
thing done, because once you fix something. But if you own a home, what a great thing to do for the new homeowner, because you know what, you're just going to make it that much nicer. Right?
Of course. And a lot of times they don't even realize. People, what I came across, people come in and they go and they buy a house that already has granite in it. So they're not used to the maintenance part or whatsoever. So then when we come in and we show them what's supposed to be, oh my God, they were like, I never thought it could look that way.
Well, nobody else
I
would
thought I
think
would
of
have to pull the whole thing out.
Right.
You know?
Oh, so they don't have to pull it all out.
No. We repair, we fix it and make it look sometimes actually nicer than before.
Than before it was even done, and that's why you want to call King's World of Marble. Their phone number is 602-451-2689. They're statewide. They're A+ rated everywhere. They have the knowledge. They know what to do. They know what they're doing. Artwork, other things that people don't think about, maybe. I think you have. You're even a bed. I think you said that you have a headboard that's.
I have not just one, I have several.
That are.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Well, what I did, I made it out of pieces because I got in some really expensive stone to onyx. And so I had a headboard designed and put pieces of onyx in there and then put a light behind it.
Wow.
And it looks really awesome.
I'm
Gotta
sure
bring a
it
picture
does.
of that.
Yeah. Well, listen, when you're talking to somebody who does what she does, she better have it in her house.
Yeah,
I
I have
know
a
you-
lot of stone, but
and-
it's a pain too to
But
deal
that's
with.
what we were just saying, that it is a pain, but you don't have to suffer, and you should have it done correctly, and have it done by King's World of Marble. Their phone number again, it's 602-451-2689. What are your final words for today?
My final words, if you have a crack, my stoners will fix it.
Get your cracks fixed.
Yep. There you
That
go.
number again is 602-451-2689. If you are a real estate agent, what a great gift for closing. If you are having somebody work on it now, they'll come in and they'll make sure that the jobs are getting done correctly. Again, they're statewide, they're A+ rated everywhere. 602-451-2689. It's kingsworldofmarble.org.
Thank you.